A.D. Williams once said, "Imagine what 7 billion humans could accomplish if we loved and respected one another." Just imagine. Imagine if there was no greed. Imagine if there was no comparison. If everyone was running their own race, but cheering for all others at the same time. Maybe we'll never see that in our lifetime. But what we all can do is start with ourselves. Start with yourself. Choose to lift others up. Choose to set the example of kindness and integrity, the example of compassion and understanding. There's a quote that says, "No matter how educated, talented, rich, or cool you believe you are, how you treat people ultimately tells all." Integrity is everything. It really is. Who you are is far more important than what you have, and it will always be. Who you are is measured by how you make others feel. Be kind to each other. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. Choose to be the change you wish to see in the world. Decide you will not wait for someone else. You will set the example. Be kind. Because you never know how much that person is suffering inside. You never know the difference your words can make, the difference your presence can make, the difference you can make to one human life.
The definition of kindness to me is simply just being there for somebody. Doing something minuscule can really help somebody, especially if they're going through hard times. Being a kind person has all but positive outcomes. No matter what you do, as long as you stay positive, you stay kind to everybody else, you think that you can make a difference. You can make a difference.
Kindness to me is not only being nice to other people, it's also showing compassion and empathy for them. Whether is it that they're having a good day or a bad day, you're always showing empathy and compassion for that person.
What kindness means to me is when people do things that aren't asked of them. It's just from the bottom of their heart that they just choose to help other people around them and just be selfless.
Kindness to me is basically just looking out for other people and helping where you can and participating in your community.
To me, kindness is being aware of people and how they want to be treated and treating them in that way out of the good of your own heart.
So kindness to me is just something that makes people happy.
Kindness to me is joy. The joy that a person feels when just good things are happening, or just good to be alive, or just to see people that they really care about, and it's spreading joy. That's what kindness means to me.
¿Qué significa la amabilidad para ti?
Significa ser bondadoso, ayudar a los demás. Yeah.
Kindness to me is doing what is best for yourself or the people around you and acting with good integrity and good intent.
Definition of kindness to me is when everyone is treated equally and no one is hurt.
To me, the definition of kindness is going out of your way to do something nice for someone without expecting something in return.
Kindness, I guess, is like helping other people, especially those that don't have the resources to, I don't know, do things they want to do.
Kindness to me is when you are doing something for another person without expecting anything back. When you don't think about it and it just happens because your heart is reaching out to them.
Being kind is when you're selfless, unconditionally loving, and always lending a hand and never expecting anything back from anyone, no matter what.
Kindness to me is probably just going out of your way to do something nice for somebody, or trying to make them feel good, or trying to make them feel welcome, comfortable, compliment them.
Siz uchun mehribonlik nima? Men uchun mehribonlik boshqalarga yordam berish, chin ko'ngildan va samimiylik bo'lish.
Kindness is the quality of being generous, friendly, and considerate to other human beings.
To me, kindness is all about helping others without any benefit and basically just doing it with the kindness of your own heart.
Being kind to me is being nice to all your friends and classmates.
Kindness to me is making people laugh.
My definition of kindness is being nice to other people and doing things that you would like
to be done towards you if you were in the same place as them.
Kindness meaning something that you do to make other people's lives a little easier. Maybe a simple favor that you can do for others. Little things that you do to make someone have a better day. Yeah.
Okay, so kindness to me is being understanding about people so you can make the world a better place.
I think kindness is being helpful and respectful to others.
¿Qué significa la amabilidad para ti?
La amabilidad para mí significa actos de humildad, generosidad y ayudar a la gente.
Kindness is when you have respect and compassion for others and you're considerate to them.
Kindness to me is respecting everyone and caring for their opinions.
What kindness means to me is having fragility and emotion and like letting my emotions go and helping everybody just to do it and like make them feel welcome and yeah.
To me, kindness, it's not just acts of service, it's an understanding and an empathy for what people are going through in their day and trying not to make it harder for them.
Kindness to me is treating others the way you'd want to be treated yourself.
To me, kindness is showing love one to another, unbiasedly. At times, you have to go out of your comfort zone to show kindness to someone because it might not be in you, but I think we should always be kind one to another. Because if I'm kind to you, it makes you more kinder to other people.
Last time I did something kind was about every day I show up for work and help these kids or teach these kids and make them enjoy their school day.
So an act of kindness I'd like to say I do is every morning when I am early to my math class. I know my teacher goes through a lot to move all the desks in the order they have to be. So if I get there a little bit earlier, I decide that, I know no one else is going to and I feel bad for making her do all that. So I organize the desks in any way that she likes so that I know that she won't have to do it when she comes.
And the last time I had kindness was when I helped the elderly lady with her groceries in my apartment. I helped her, get into her apartment with all the groceries that she had in her hand, and yeah.
So the last time I committed an act of kindness was actually literally 2 hours ago. I gave my friend a Starbucks brownie because she was literally starving, and yeah, I just felt really good because I got to share my brownie with someone.
So to me, my students always say that I'm kind because I'm the best teacher ever. But a specific note that I can make is one time my student was really struggling in class and they were having a lot of headaches and they couldn't focus. And so I took them outside, asked them what's wrong, and then allowed them to put their head down for that period and kind of regroup. And then the next day they came in ready to perform and were on their A game.
The most recent act of kindness I did is when ordering myself Dunkin', I got my friend a donut because I knew she was hungry, and I got her favorite flavor.
One kind thing that I did was I helped tutor my friend in geometry.
I remember a time when I just started working here. I was a brand new teacher, very scared, afraid to get my foot in the door, wet, stuff like that. However, teachers here, for example, Campanella, Miss Rodriguez, they really took me under their wing. They gave me everything I needed until I was able to get really comfortable and find my own footing. So that was the ultimate kindness to me.
The last time I was kind, I helped my friend. We were practicing basketball. I helped him shoot, get better.
My last act of kindness was when I found out that my friend was struggling financially and I decided to buy her family groceries.
The last time I did an act of kindness was this morning. I got my friend Starbucks on the way to work because I think we all need it, but I try to do an act of kindness every day for myself or for others.
I had extra snacks I got from the school, so there was always this homeless guy that was always next to my house, so I gave him a couple snacks.
The last time I showed acts of kindness is I walked around my local park this weekend and helped pick up garbage.
I guess last week, Mondays, I usually help kids that don't know English with their homework. I do it in class at 9th period, so I guess that is.
The last time I did an act of kindness was when my sister was gone for college, and so I had to take care of her cat, and her cat ended up sick because he had tooth problems. It wasn't because of me, but I ended up taking him to the vet and also paying for his procedures to be done, so yeah.
Last time I did an act of kindness was when me and my family planted like a bunch of trees, and yeah, they're gonna be really healthy apple trees later.
The last time I did an act of kindness, I made a joke and made people laugh.
Last time I did act of kindness was in early November of last year. I know that was a very long time, but I helped out with a group of people for Thanksgiving, giving out turkeys and stuff in the community.
My last act of kindness was helping my friend with their math homework because they were falling behind in the class and didn't understand, so I was just helping them.
This act of kindness was helping a oncoming player feel welcome to the team so she could get to know everyone and just see how the environment is.
I'd say the last time I received an act of kindness was pretty recent from a student. They wrote me like a thank you card and gave me a gift right before Halloween as a thank you token.
One act of kindness. I can remember one time at the register, there's a young man ahead of me, didn't have enough money on his card, whether his BT card or whatever card, and I told him I'll pay for it. It was about $20-something. It wasn't that much, but I knew I could afford it, and that was like a kind. I never knew him, never met him before, but I thought, I was impressed to help him out. That was the act of kindness.
I have been kind by being a great support to my colleagues.
Yesterday, I was sitting in my office and I got visited by 2 students, and they came in to share an experience in a class. And it was an honor that they felt comfortable. And they said, Ms. Cohen, you tell us all the time, you're there to support us. And we followed up on that. And to me, that's an act of kindness, because I would want people to really stick by their word.
One thing Madison could do to improve or make our community more kind is more teachers showing joy, saying good morning, giving kids compliments, giving their colleagues compliments. I think that would actually improve our hearts and our smiles. That would be kind.
One thing that I would like for Madison to do to provide kindness to students would probably be give them a space in which they can express themselves. Like, it could either be a club or just like provide a period in which students can go up and just talk about anything that's on their mind.
One change that Madison can make to be more kind is, for me, the golden rule. It's to act the way that you would want somebody else to treat you. I think if we all just take a little bit more time to think about how you would feel in that person's shoes, or what could be done for you, I think Madison could be a kind place if we just take into the perspective of others.
I feel like students should get one class they should be able to skip either at the start of the day or the end of the day to make them feel better, once a week or once a month.
One thing that I'd like you to do is respect your teachers. Like, if someone asks you, hey, can you get out of the hallway and go to class? Maybe instead of fighting back with them, you kind of take a minute and realize that they want what's best for you and they want you to learn and want you to grow. So maybe follow those directions.
I guess everyone can put on a little bit of work, especially for the upcoming freshmen and any younger underclassmen. As seniors or juniors, you can help kids with homework or stuff they don't know about the school.
One thing us as a community we could do at Madison is if we receive a compliment, we can return one back as well, right then and there, and then become friends.
One thing that could happen at Madison, maybe just everybody try and get through this together, help your classmates, help your teachers, teachers help kids, everyone be nice to each other. I think it's pretty simple, right? Just be there for each other.
Simply in a large building, acknowledging other people's presence, right? Simple thing as saying hi, having a smile on your face when you bump into somebody, whether you know them or not.
One thing I think Madison can do to make everyone kind and more cooperative with each other and even just cordial is just making everyone feel like they have a place here, and instead of making people feel a little segregated and people falling into their own group, bring people together.
One thing that Madison can do to be more kind is to realize that they should be nicer to staff because they're just trying to do their job and honestly help you later in life when people might not be as understanding as they are.
All right, one thing Madison students could do is when you see someone upset, you should go up and talk to them.
I think a change, not just in Madison, but everywhere, for people to be more kind would be if they were a little self-involved and less evolved into their technology and took more time to have genuine conversations with one another.
One thing Madison can do is be funnier and make more jokes.
One change that I'd like to make in Madison for all of us to be more kind is for us all to stop and take a deep breath before we say something or we react, to give someone an opportunity to speak what's in their heart and mind in words that the other person should and could receive it. So it's just stopping and taking that deep breath.
One way the Madison society could be kinder to each other is by being nicer, saluting each other in the morning or in the afternoon, just saying good morning, and with a smile, and make it come from the heart. It might not be you, but by doing it repeatedly, it becomes you.
我很欣赏你 Miss Cohen.
Te aprecio mucho, Miss Cohen.
Te aprecio, señora Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
Danke für deine Hilfe, Miss Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
Shkoyach, Mrs. Cohen.
Shukran, Miss Cohen.
Hurmatımız çeksiz sizga. Miss Cohen.
Te aprecio mucho, Miss Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen. I appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
Rahmatik Miss Cohen.
Te adoro, Miss Cohen.
Te aprecio, Miss Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
La aprecio mucho, Miss Cohen.
I appreciate you, Mrs. Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
Te apreciamos mucho, Miss Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
Shesheni, Miss Cohen.
Shnorakalutun, Miss Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen. I appreciate Miss Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen. On behalf of the football team, we want to say we appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen. I think you're doing an awesome job.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
We appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
I 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 appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
Я вдячна вам, Miss Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
We appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
I appreciate you, Miss Cohen.
We appreciate you, Miss Cohen.